Today is a special day, not only because of this memorialization, but today is Captain Gaffaney's 59th birthday.
On behalf of the Chief of the Army Reserve and Commander, Army Reserve Command, Lieutenant General Jeffrey Talley, I welcome you here today as we remember a true American hero, Captain John P. Gaffaney.
Our soldiers in formation today consists of soldiers from the 145th Multifunctional Medical Battalion Headquarter Detachment, the 113th Combat Stress Control Detachment, the 109 Veterinarian Detachment, and the 185th Dental Company.
Today we come to this place to remember and commemorate. To remember the deeds of your servant, Captain John Paul Gaffaney, who sought to serve the needs of men and women as they faced the trying times of war. To commemorate this place in his honor, for he served nobly and well. To remember that courage and honor are the watchwords of the tried and true, and that Captain Gaffaney epitomized what these values look like. And to commemorate his actions, which completely fulfilled these words, "Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends."
The regiment is readily known by its nickname, the Old Guard, and also escort for the President. They are the only unit in the armed forces authorized to march with bayonets.
The soldiers use a 1903 Springfield rifle, 40 inches long, weighing 10.5 pounds, and fixed with a sharp, chrome-plated bayonet. They constantly strive for manual perfection and justifiably proud as members of this elite unit.
Like all reserve soldiers, Captain Gaffaney volunteered to serve. He had already served his nation well. A San Diego resident, he had 4 years in the Navy and served over 15 years in the California National Guard.
Gaffaney retired from the California National Guard on October 8, 1999.
But after the terrorist attacks of 9/11, he rejoined the Army.
Captain Gaffaney joined the 113th Combat Stress Control Detachment in Garden Grove in 2006. In 2009, he was notified that he was to be deployed to Iraq as a member of the 1908th Combat Stress Control Detachment out of Topeka, Kansas.
He simply wanted to help America's troops and once again serve the country he loved.
On November 5th, as the 1908th began its deployment record screening, a gunsman entered the SRP Center on Fort Hood and opened fire on the soldiers inside.
When the shooting at Fort Hood started, Captain Gaffaney took immediate action to protect his fellow soldiers.
While dozens of people desperately tried to get away, Captain Gaffaney decided to take action. From across the room, Captain Gaffaney picked up a folding chair, rushed the assailant, and tried to disarm him by throwing the chair at him.
Though fatally wounded trying to disarm the shooter, his heroic actions saved many lives.
Soldiers of the 113th Combat Stress Control Detachment asked to honor Captain Gaffaney with this memorial and have his name placed on the building as a reminder of what a true hero really is.
The Army Reserve Center here in Garden Grove will now bear his name in recognition of his heroism and to honor his long and distinguished military career. This center will stand as a testament to local residents that one of our nation's bravest soldiers lived among them.
Now John Gaffaney can have an impact that will last far beyond what any one of us could ever do. His name and his story in this Reserve Center will go on to inspire young men and women for as long as there is an Army Reserve. long after the rest of us have faded into history, new recruits and old soldiers alike who pass through this building will have a chance to learn from John's example what it really means to be a soldier. And will know that wearing the uniform on the outside is only part of the job, that the soldier's calling is to wear on the inside the values that it represents. That part of the uniform never gets taken off. That's John Gaffney's legacy. From today onward, with his name and his story, now preserved in the Captain John Gaffney U.S. Army Reserve Center, the Army Reserve is privileged, and we are all better off to have his example before us and beside us forever.
This has been a day that has been long coming, but a day that is finally here. Indeed, it is a great Army Day, isn't it? It is a day of reflection, a day of commemoration, and a day of celebration.
It was you, his military family, who provided John the tremendous variety of leadership roles that spoke to his many skills, interests, and talents, and you gave him the related important training, which stimulated his innate leadership abilities and provided him a great sense of purpose, confidence, and pride in serving our great country. Thus, we all know that John just did what all soldiers are trained to do: protect and defend with duty and honor, which is exactly how he lived his entire life. This was my brother's innate character, and our family is so grateful that you have been able to recognize John with this incredible honor bestowed upon him.